electronic music tutorial. This is episode 131 and we're gonna make some progressive house today or tonight or at whatever time you're watching this tutorial really now, because the time is not important. Anyway guys, so we're gonna make some tutorial. The concept of the show is very simple. I make this song with you in real time. Today I'm gonna start from complete scratch. This is completely unedited. This is gonna see the whole process. Maybe it's gonna go well, maybe it's not gonna go well, maybe I'm gonna struggle, maybe it's gonna come out like a super track. But this is the real live music production like process. So there's, like I said, this is completely uncut. And what I do with the show, it's simple. I take the video, I put it on YouTube for you guys. I'm also gonna put little chapters in the comment section below, so open it, have a look if you want to learn the beats, if you want to learn the bass, maybe the pads. I'm gonna have different chapters for you guys to go directly into the section you like the most or what you want to learn or something like that. So, and then after I'm done with this session and I record the video, I also turn this session into a template that's going to be available on our site wemakedancemusic.com for only $5. So $5 for the session. The tutorial is always free, of course, because I want you guys to watch and learn. And that's it, guys. Let's get started. So I set up the BPM 125. Actually, I'm going to change it to 126. So this is the current, let's say, progressive house type of BPM. I think it's good. I wouldn't change it. And then I'm gonna go into the drum machine. I'm gonna start with the kick. Like you see, I have nothing. I have 8 instances of Alchemy open. I have 2 drum machine instances open. I use only Logic plugins. So you take the template, put it into Logic, open it. You're never gonna have any problem with that. Even if you're a very beginner, you just install Logic and you want to see how a project is made. Here you go. This is the simplest I can make it. So I'm gonna start by musical typing. And if you wonder why I do not have a keyboard, is because I think it's the simpler the better. And I'm not here to play some piano chords and stuff. I'm recording some element, putting it into the sequencer and working them out. I would very much like to sit at a piano, but this is not the way I create music. It's not the way most of us create music anyway. So this is the best way for me. I get musical typing here. That's it. That's all that I need. Record. Like I said, from absolute scratch, guys. So if you watch other episode, I'm gonna tend to redeem myself. In Logic Pro X 10.5. you can tune all of your percussions. So you have the root key right here. It's quite important to know. So if you play your instrument in a different key, or you want to tune the kick to, let's say, C flat, G minor or something, you can. So you're gonna have all of your element in keys. It's not extremely important. It could be important maybe if you're doing some super pop music that everything is absolutely in tune. Personally, I don't think it matters. So I have a kick and I have this idea. So I'm gonna start right away into the bass and the elements, because I have this running through my head now, and I believe this is a classic prog house pattern, like tum 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 tum. It for me it goes back to stuff like Global Underground, like Sasha, like Jerome Ismai, who really continued this tradition of a big prog house sound with a big drive and stuff, and the pattern is pretty much always the same. A little bit higher here. So I'm gonna try to do it, hopefully. So something like this, and then I'm gonna cue it. Okay, so as long as I have the first bars here. So for me, at least, this is very typical of progressive house. This is, I don't know where is it coming from. There's also Renaissance back in the days. I was doing this type of prog house. I'm gonna tune the bass a little bit, add some noise. So it sounds so basic, but as a groove to start a track, that's just perfect. then you can build on it, can do many things. Good, so now that we have the groove, I'm gonna go into some percussions really quickly. Okay, the snare is up there. So, super basic pattern again, because I'm making that with you guys and I don't want to take time to make some complex drums just yet. Snare, I'm gonna go to open hats because I like these deep tech open hats. Seems like this, oh, see, it just disappeared now. I don't know if you guys see, I had the root key and then I changed the view a little bit and it just disappeared. So there's a little bit of a bug into this new Logic Pro X 10.51 and I'm gonna try to tune it by here, hopefully. First I'm gonna put it where it belongs. Yeah, that sounds about right. So there's two ways, guys, to replicate the sequence. What I'm doing is I'm doing this because I'm very used to this. You can do always go there and length the part. I find it better to just replicate it, but you know, do it your own. Personally, this is my way. Like I said, you just grab it here and you extend it, but then you will have to chop it. You have to do different things. Personally, later on, I know I'm going to be subtractive. Well, I will delete the part, so it's always better this way, at least for me. So. So I have a good start. Let's drop some toms really quick. So you're gonna see, if you watch many of the episodes, it's a very similar pattern, at least for me. Oh. I have another kit that is reserved for some extra percussions for this track. I think this would be a bit better, a bit higher. I actually like it. I'm tempted to browse a little bit of toms. Ooh. This one is thick. Then after that, for this part at least, just some very simple shaker, very fast. In the back. So not exactly on time. We're using a stereo delay, 20 milliseconds to the right, 10 milliseconds to the left. Without it sounds a little bit static. With it, we seem to fall into place a bit better, because of course when you play an instrument, you're never going to be on beat, and to have an organic feel, you always have to have it a little bit off is better. I would say not the kick. I think the kick need to be tight, but the rest can really play with it. Cheers, guys. So what we can do to, of course, let's say to start playing, you have a bit of percussions. This hi-hat is just so punchy, it just takes a lot of room. So I want it to be a bit more in the back. So what we can do to start playing with the track, like I said, you have the, of course, the filter of the main bass. Short and dirty noise, wide. Ooh, I like the center, but I like the wide better. It's gonna be one of the main elements of the track, okay? So, let's say this is our upper bass. This is like what you perceive the most, and I think to make really the groove strong, we need a sub bass. I'm gonna use the same key for now. I'm gonna drop it down 1 octave, and I'm gonna select another sound that will hopefully pair well with that. This one I think is too low for the, and I'm just gonna lengthen it a little bit to have more substance. This 808 is too low. We're very, very, very low. So I might bring it up just for the sake of listening to this 808. Ooh. Can you hear that? Ooh, this one adds some. I like this growl. Let's cut the top. There's a lot of resonance here, so let's cut the top. Let's look at the EQ. Ooh, we're really in some low frequencies here. Let's go back to the top. Let's go into Alchemy. Filter it a bit more. So what I would do right away is create a track stack. Boom. It's a summing track. I'm gonna put those 2 basses in there, and this is bass stack. So this bass stack, very nice. What I'm gonna do is, I think at first I'm gonna put in a compressor to sidechain. So I'm going to do my instrument here, deep tech kick. So I'm sidechaining already those basses, or really the bass stack, not the basses but the bass stack, so the sum of both bass. Sidechain here. I'll put the release a bit faster to have a bit more substance, and then I will actually compress the result of this sidechain, because I like the sidechain compressed in a way, but I want the basses to be compressed, and I think it will go something like a FET, a bit of more higher ratio, get it a bit excited. So now that we have this, I can definitely lower the volume. So adjust it a little bit to the kick drum. I would like it to be on speakers, but it isn't. So I'm gonna go in this 808 bass. I'm gonna see if I can get a bit more out of it. Just a little bit. 2.5 dB. Without. Okay, so this is good. And then I will drop the volume just a little bit. So I want the substance, I want the thickness of it. And then I had an idea, but I forget it. So I have those 2 basses, we're there. Next, I'm gonna go into some plucks, and for that I will use a preset that is the sculpture. Really nice pluck instrument that is not used a lot. that I think is really cool. I have those two preset Lean On as the pluck from Lean On. It's not been sampled, but it really replicated perfectly the plucks from Lean On. You guys know this track, obviously, like the big hit from Major Lazer. I could do this, or I could also just take these here and try to do like a very simple chord. I like the tone of this, both of them together. You can hear it here. Ooh. Not too sure though. It sounded good in the mix. I guess that the frequency merged well, but so we have some plucks, you know, that again drive, and they're a bit higher in the frequency spectrum. I'm gonna cut the lows, leave the low for the bass. Then what I will do with these is definitely I'm tempted to sidechain them, but I'm not sure. I think I will sidechain the result. So I'm gonna introduce right in there as an insert, really, delay. So I'm gonna use Delay Designer. Usually I would use some waves, something a bit funkier, but now we're only into Logic plugins, so I'm gonna try to find I'm gonna go into some more complex patterns. Okay, a little bit too much. I'm gonna go then into simple filter, I think 1/8 here. And I would like them to be a bit punchier. So I'm gonna use a compressor and stick it before even the EQ. I'm gonna compress the original signal, go really fast attack, very fast release, just to take the punchy hit, and I'm gonna go a bit crazy, like 8:1 ratio. And then I will turn on the limiter and squash it a little bit. So without, they're there. Definitely now have more presence, more punch. Then I'm gonna sidechain it. Continue onto our prog house vibe. I want to give it a bit more substance. I can also use something hot, something a bit just like this. This is good. I'm gonna auto gain off. A bit more threshold. So I guess you guys can hear where we're going with that. I'm gonna add a filter. Well, I'm creating a filter really. Just in case we need it a little bit later. So far so good. I think now we have this basic groove, super basic prog house type of groove. I definitely want to add some percussions to it, and I will take this pattern that we have to add some drums, as you see. necessary to have some polyphony there, guys. I think I might be a bit low, but let's go here. You might ask, why am I using the same pattern again? Because I want to build a groove. I want to build the elements that they all work together and they all complement each other. I could also move it a little bit this way to be kind of the opposite. Here is good, but I like this better. It's a nice conga, however, I think I will go more, try to find something more that is good. Without, with, oh yeah, very proggy. Then I would send these, so I'm gonna create another bus here. I'm gonna create a bus that's gonna be our delay bus with a very simple delay, bus 9 here, and then take simple stereo delay. Bit more feedback. So now you can see where I'm going, maybe a little bit more. Not so much drums here, but we're gonna make our own by changing the sound and of course the key. I'm looking for something definitely completely different than this. Ooh. I like this one here. Let's see if we can tune it. We'll go low, too low. This was good here. Go into, I thought, oh, it's a drum synth. I was thinking it was actually a sampler track. Okay, let's see if we can, tone, can we get some decay? Hey, oh, the decay is gone. Mono, poly. So this again is something I didn't anticipate, that this is like a drum synth. I've never seen that, just discovered it right now with you guys. So what happens when you make music, you discover things. I definitely like the tone of this, it sits very well at the top of what we got. What I'd like to see now is maybe some elements that would be coming in and out, not necessarily effect. Yeah, it's pretty good here. I'm gonna send it to our delay bus. And then I'm gonna create another bus, which is gonna be a reverb. Very, very big room reverb. So I'm gonna use, again, silver verb here. Boom. And my preset grandiose with a very big gigantic room, which is really helpful. And what I'm gonna do, first, I'm gonna EQ it, so I don't want the low frequency to be crowded by the reverb room, for the room itself is gonna vibrate. So what I do is I cut it, and then I will sidechain the reverb. I don't know, I've never seen people doing that, but I've been doing it for a while. It's probably used quite a bit. It's just a logical thing to me. So I want the signal, that is the reverb signal, to go with the beat. You can hear it now. So this is a bit too frequent, so I'm going to put one here, I'm going to put one here, and one here. So this is episode 131, guys, and it's a good one. Having fun here. Fully? No, I'm going to give it all. I want more of the effect than the hit itself, really. There's a little noise effect here that we could also maybe utilize. Let's see. That was a little noise, really. Let's say one here and one here. So we can put many layers of percussions to really make it interesting. So while you listen to it at first, you're not gonna hear this, but they're there, and they're very important. Again, our delay. You can hear it's really getting into the groove of the track immediately. And we really don't have so much on yet. I mean, we have the bass and the pluck. So next part for me would definitely be a pad. I'm gonna go to pads. I will select the perfect pad, which is obviously the perfect pad. Here, and then let's see, I think I will affect it just so it's not completely dry. It's more pleasant for all of us to listen to while I play the keys. And then again, some delay, some reverb, so it's not going to be completely flat when I play, so it's kind of better, I guess. Maybe a bit too much reverb. I guess I'm a bit low. I'll make it low like this. I could really make a full track with only one key, but let's see this deeper emotion, maybe. I'm gonna go ultra basic 2 keys for now. It should work out. Just for a start, and then we can put some effect on it, mix it, engineer it. Already the flanger, very, very cool. Let's try to make a very, very simple chord. Maybe you're gonna get something good. Well, that's not very conclusive so far. I think we need, maybe instead of a pad, I will go into an organ, because organ fits very well in this type of track. Try to add some touch of organ in there. So it's a bit of a different pattern as the one we have for the the bass. Actually, maybe I would like it better. Let's quantize it. definitely expand on that. First mixing it. Let's see. I like this little perk sound here, it's clean. Bit of a summery vibe to it, nice. And I would go into another instance here and I would remove first these, and first these. Take those keys here that we just created and let's try to give, just to give an answer to this organ that we just created. I'm gonna go into the default here. So the goal is to have the element talk to each other or be reciprocal, so you don't have only one element. So they all play and work together. I'm gonna go into synth. And thinking about it, I think I will go into pads more. And I will go fast attack pads. It could be cool. Let's go down a little bit. Bit too low. I like this muffled. I'm gonna cut the lows again. Always clean the lows, very important. Let's see where we're at. 39 minutes. So I will cut some of these for now because they're becoming a bit present. Drop this so we can focus on the upper part. I think I would also a bit too much. It was just a bit too much release on those. Very nice, summery, happy vibe. I think we're due for a little bit of a lead. However, progressive house normally don't have quite leads, but for me, in every episode, I want to make a lead because leads are fun, and it's always nice to have something at the top of a track. I particularly like this 80s synth. Could be something else. There's one that I use a lot, like learning to fly something. Or was it something else? No, there's no such thing, so. bit heavy. That I like, a bit higher. A bit higher. I think where I played it was a bit off, but I think I can do something with that. I don't want it all that, guys. I just wanted this. Let's see if we move it. That is doable with some editing. Now, I'll try it lower. I'm gonna copy this and then I will explore some options. Definitely like this. Oh, I know what that sounds like. It sounds like Martin Garrix's Animals. So something cool to do, which I am doing now, just for fun. I'm gonna put it to touch. And then I'm gonna play with the send to our reverb. So I'm gonna be able to create a lot of dimension as the part move. Let's drop this, show the automations here, send here, put it to read because if we leave it to touch, it will keep on recording. I was tempted to see if I can drop it down. Ooh, this is trippy. Did I went too? Oh, I think I went a bit too low, guys. Whoa. So 1 octave up. So guys, I think we have a really good start to a really nice progressive house project. We have a lead, we have some good percussion, we have a bass, we have some plucks, we have some nice little elements. Definitely has the drive that I was looking for to showcase to you guys in the progressive house tracks. And this is gonna be it, guys, for episode 131 of the live electronic music tutorials. If you're watching, if it's your first time watching, guys, check out all the other episodes. And of course, the most important thing, as always, may the sounds be with you guys.